Hello students, and today we'll be studying about the events that happen during the time of adulthood and aging. We have studied about infancy, we've studied about childhood, we've studied about adolescence, we've studied about all the different kinds of theories which are related to these different stages. And today we'll be studying about adulthood and aging and the specific theories. So first of all, what happens in adulthood is there is a theory called George Levenger's relationship model theory. It is called George Levenger's relationship model theory. And what happens in this theory, what does George Levenger have to say about this theory, is that there is a five stages of a relationship. So what are those five stages of the relationship? First is the acquaintance. When you identify with each other, once you meet somebody and you show that there are mutual interests between the two of you, then there is a build-up, which means that you are compatible enough. Okay, I also drink coffee, you also drink coffee, high five. And okay, I like to go for late night movies, you also go for late night movies. This is the mutual interests and the build up, which is determining the compatibility. Third is the continuation, when there is a commitment. Okay, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and they start spending the rest of the life with each other. Then what happens? There starts a stage which is known as deterioration. What happens? There is a breakdown in the communication. No longer the couples want to talk to each other. The two of them do not want to, they do not want to spend time with each other. And finally, there is something which is known as the termination. And termination is where the relationship ends. So termination is where the relationship ends, and this is known as the George Levenger's relationship model. So first is the acquaintance. There is a relationship which starts with a mutual attraction, something like this, a heart or something. Then there is a build-up, the couple engaged in self-disclosure. You keep telling things, your secrets, to the person you start showing interest in, and they become increasingly interdependent. Then there is continuation. The couple's lives become enmeshed and the relationship becomes consolidated. It becomes two bodies and one soul, and the lives are like all two in one kind. Then there is a deterioration. The relationship may deteriorate due to an imbalance of costs and rewards or a higher number of risk factors. And last but not the least is the ending. That is, deterioration will lead the couple to end their relationship. There is a sad ending. There is a breakup. So A, B, C, D, E. Can you see this? It is very rhyming. Acquaintance stands for A, build up C, D and E. Acquaintance, build up, continuation, deterioration and end up. I hope you remember this George Levenger's relationship model. Okay, relationship model A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Alright, A, B, C, D, E. Should we move further ahead? Okay. Now let's come to Knapp's theory of relationship model. Now what is Knapp's theory of relationship model? As you can see here, these are a series of steps. Okay. These steps are there in coming together. When the two people, they come together. So they take small steps, they take small stairs, and this is coming apart. So they are taking the flight of stairs downwards. They're coming, distancing from each other. Okay, and these areas, integrating, bonding, differentiating and circumscribing, are the areas of relational maintenance. So let's talk about the Knapp's theory of relationship model. First is the initiation, then is the experimenting, then the love intensifies, and then they integrate, and then they bond, and then they differentiate, then they circumscribe, then there is stagnation, then they avoid each other. I will not talk to you, I will not fall into any kind of argument, and last but not the least is terminating. Okay, so this is basically the NAPS relationship model. Let's discuss it once again, coming together and pulling apart or pulling away. So initiating means determining if they have a strong connection. Experimenting, we share personal details and we see how much are we connected. Do we really have interest in this the person that we are talking to, or it is just a time pass? Then slowly it intensifies. So there is expression of deeper feelings of each other. Integrating, becoming a unit and establishing as a shared identity. And bonding, that means couples fully commit and integrate their lives. Then there comes something which is known as pulling away. What is pulling away or pulling apart? Differentiating. What happens? I will say, oh my God, so you don't think about me, my personal interests. You think only about yourself. That is the first thing. Then circumscribing. The couples start to feel disconnected with each other. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to stay with you when we go to watch a movie. Then stagnation. The communication comes to a standstill. There, the emotional connection is minimum. Then avoiding each other. Oh my God, I don't want to see his face. That's avoiding each other. And last but not the least is termination, a breakup, cessation, or it's the end of a communication. Now let's talk about certain theories of aging. So why does a person age from being beautiful and with a very supple skin and a stretchy skin? The person slowly what happens? The skin becomes loose and the collagen, it ends. So what is the problem in this? Let's talk about it. First is the biological theory. Biological theories of aging attempt to explain why the physical changes of aging occur. Now, what are the physical changes? The muscles, the sarcopenia occurs, that is the muscles there is a loss of muscles, there is a loss of elasticity, okay, the skin becomes very dry. These are the physical changes of aging. So basically the biological theories, it is divided into certain types. One is the programmed theory or the biological clock theory. One is the run out of program theory. Third is the gene theory. Then there are certain other theories known as the molecular theory or the cellular theories. Okay, so first we talk about the programmed theory or the biological clock theory. So the programmed theory proposes that every person has a biological clock. We have a biological clock, and this starts ticking at the time of conception. Right from the time that you conceive, your biological clock, tuck, 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 it is there and it has been programmed right from the time of conception. In this theory, each individual has a genetic program specifying an unknown but predetermined number of cell divisions. As you know that there are mitotic divisions that takes place and one cell divides into two daughter cells. So you know that these divisions are taking place in the body, but there are the number of cell divisions, how many cell divisions will take place, this is predetermined. So as the program plays out, the person experiences changes. What happens? The cell divisions are not taking place now. Okay, so what is happening? There is atrophy of the thymus, the menopause occurs, the skin changes, the hair starts graying, and aging is an irreversible timetable or the internal biological clock. Run out of program theory. So every person has a limited amount of genetic material which will run out over time. All events are programmed into genome and are sequentially activated. After maturation, the genes have been activated and there are no more programs to be played. So the cells age and there is an activation, there's a chance of inactivation of genes which cannot be turned on. So basically the genetic material has been run out. This is the run out of program theory. Then we come to the gene theory. What is the gene theory? This proposes that the existence of one or more harmful genes, okay, these harmful genes start to activate over time, and they see the changes which occur in the lifespan of the individual. There are harmful genes like maybe the gene of diabetes. It will start activating after a specific period of time, and it will show its dominance after a certain time of age, and then you will suffer from diabetes, and then secondary problems, and then the tertiary problems, and then diabetic ketoacidosis and coma and death, etc., etc., etc. So this is the gene theory. So organism failure, right, organ failure occurs in the later age of life because of the presence of imperfect genes which are activated over lengthy periods of time. Then there are two gene types, one that supports growth and the other that supports senescence. Senescence is aging. Senescence is aging, okay, and deterioration. There is a molecular theory. Now, what is this molecular theory? That aging is controlled by genetic materials. We all know that, right? And these genetic materials are encoded to predetermine both growth and decline. There is an error theory and there is a somatic mutation theory which comes under the molecular theory. The error theory proposes that errors in the RNA protein synthesis causes errors to occur in the cells in the body, resulting in the decline in biological function. This is the error theory of the molecular theory. Okay, the error theory says that there is a error which occurs in the RNA protein synthesis, ribonucleic acid protein synthesis, which causes errors to occur in the cells of the body, resulting in progressive decline in the biological function. It is the result of internal or external assaults, internal assaults or external assaults that are damaging the cells or organs so that they can no longer function properly. And what was the second one? The somatic mutation theory. So what is the somatic mutation theory? It proposes that aging results from DNA. Okay, so that was RNA and this is deoxyribonucleic acid. This is what is happening? There is a damage which is going on in the DNA, and this is caused by exposure to chemicals that we do have or the radiations that we get every day, and this damage causes chromosomal abnormalities. Chromosomes, there are abnormalities in the chromosomes. You know what the chromosomes are, right? So they are basically the genetic material that each of us carry within us. So DNA starts to get damaged because of exposure to chemicals or radiations, and this causes the chromosomal abnormalities which leads to disease or loss of function of an organ or maybe a system in later life. And especially when you are exposed to X-ray radiations or chemicals, then you have a lot of chromosomal abnormalities. If you remember the Hiroshima bomb blast, you know that still after years and years, even the certain people are there who were there in that attack. They're not there. I mean, like, their descendants are there, but they are suffering from chromosomal abnormalities because they were exposed to radiations, okay, or the atomic bomb. Cellular theories, they propose that aging is a process that occurs because of the cell damage. So they say that the process of aging occurs because of cell damage. When enough cells are damaged overall, then the functioning of the body is decreased. Then there is under this there comes a free radical theory, the crosslink or connective tissue theory, there is a clinker theory and the wear and tear theory. So what is the free radical theory? This free radical theory was given by Denham Harmon in 1956. The term free radical describes any molecule, you know, that has a free electron, and this property makes it react with the healthy molecules in a destructive way. So you know that the process of oxidation is going on in our daily lives. Okay, oxygen is taken in. So what happens when this process of oxidation takes place? Also, there are free radicals which are being made every day, and these free radicals basically are dangerous items. They're like the villains. They're like the villains of our body. And what do? They go and add to the severity of a problem. For example, if a person is suffering from high triglycerides maybe, or there is a deposition of cholesterol in the artery of the heart, so what will happen? These free radicals will go there and they will accumulate and they will attract more of calcium, more of plaque formation in this area, which can lead to heart blockage. So free radicals are basically something which has a free electron, and this reacts with healthy molecules and causes destruction. Okay, and this creates an extra negative charge, and that is why this free radicals, since it is formed due to the oxidation theory, that is why the importance of antioxidants is very much there in the in the diet. Okay, then there is a crosslink or connective tissue theory which states that cell molecules from DNA and connective tissue interact with the free radicals to cause bonds that decrease the ability of tissue to replace it. So the DNA and connective tissue, they interact with the free radicals and they create a bond which does not allow the tissue to be replaced by another tissue or another cell. This causes the skin to change, and that is why the dryness or the wrinkles and the loss of elasticity is there in the skin. There are fibers, tendons which are fibrous. There is teeth. We lose our teeth. There is diminished elasticity of the arterial walls. That is why the blood pressure increases, and decreased efficiency of the lungs and the GI tract. Okay. Then what is the clinker theory? Clinker theory basically combines the somatic, mutation, free radical and the crosslink theories, all these theories, and this suggests that there are chemicals which are produced by our own metabolism, and these chemicals accumulate in the normal cells of the body organs, and they start causing damage to the cells of the body organs, such as the muscles, the heart, the nerve and the brain. Okay. Then there is a wear and tear theory. Wear and tear theory, our body is like a machine, and after a certain time you know that you have to replace a machine, be it a laptop, be it a cycle, be it a moped, be it a car, be it anything. So as people age, their cells, tissues and organs, they start they start to get damaged by internal and external stressors. And good health maintenance practice will reduce the rate of wear and tear, resulting in longer and better body function. So students, these were the very important theories that you learnt about adolescence and aging, and we will be studying more in the next classes to come. Till then, you study well and keep well, stay hydrated, stay cool and study. Bye.